Yes, in my world would be a lot better. I can
So you're okay with killing like anybody for any crime?
Wait, hold on. Let's not get into a moral discussion. So like, if you're saying in a world where like anybody can do whatever you want them to do, then sure, like that makes sense. But if you're like acting in the real world right now, she should have absolutely not grabbed her gun on purpose and shot him. That's an unjustified.
She should have killed him, straight up.
You're wrong. Sorry.
He resisted arrest. He jumped in his car, and he could have easily pulled out a gun and shot all both.
So the resistance of arrest and the possibility of somebody grabbing a firearm is not. I don't know why you're speaking. I don't know why anyone's speaking. So the idea that somebody resisting arrest and the possibility of them grabbing a firearm, we would have people being shot by police every single day if that's what we use to justify police shootings. That's not what we do. That's not how policing works. That's how it ever works. That might be how you think it should work, but that's not how it does work.
There'd be a whole lot of people doing that shit.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. That's why I specifically asked you if we're like talking about in your world or if we're talking about in the real world, because these are two different things, like acting.
Oh, yeah, I know. My ideal world, not my world per se, but rather the way things
work. So you want to talk about that?
I don't know why people are rioting though.
That's because people will riot over any interaction with the police that goes.
Like they already thought they were doing shit.
Just accusatory actions. Yeah, people have no reason.
As a black person, it's like the sector of us that's just like, I don't know, another reality, which is funny. But it's interesting. I can jump into that reality and understand it, which is funny too, because it's just like, what the fuck?
There's no justification for the reaction to this, though. You have somebody that's already been fired, they already got charged with it, like, you should not be upset. It's how things are supposed to go. There's no reason to be upset.
I think there's like a wave going on, right? Because the George Floyd case is going on. There's already, like, the news is already, like, I don't know, it's just...
People aren't going to get the outcome that they want in the George Floyd case, either. He's going to get manslaughter.
Whatever happened in the George Floyd case, he has to get jail time, for sure.
He's gonna get manslaughter though. People aren't gonna be happy about it.
You think Derek shot him?
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, man. They haven't really talked about Maurice Hall.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
Maurice Hall? Dude, Maurice?
He's gonna get free.
What do you guys think about Maurice Hall?
Wait, you're being unironic and not trolling?
I'm being unironic.
What do you think's gonna happen with Maurice Hall? Anything? Or you think like, because I don't know, man. That's a lot of reasonable doubt too. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna explain who Maurice Hall is. Maurice Hall is the fucking drug dealer in the car with George Floyd that gave him the drugs, and he's actually in jail as we speak right now. And they're thinking like the prosecution team, aka the team for George Floyd, was telling him not to like testify because they don't want him self-incriminating. They don't want him self-incriminating himself. So they said that if the defense calls you from jail, plead the fifth, because if drugs were the cause of death, then technically the charges would be on all the charges for like Derek would actually like go upon him, and he'd probably get third degree murder.
Yeah,
that's smart.
That's not how it works.
That's literally what they're talking about.
American law system is like
The coroner already said that he died from an overdose.
Who are you talking about?
George Floyd.
No. What would you say? Like the whole thing you said.
I'm saying that the numerous autopsy reports is that, but what they have been saying on the trial is that it's impossible for him to have died from merely just having his knee on his neck. Especially
it's not about what exactly killed him. It's about what additional factors could have caused his death. They're not saying that one thing specifically did it.
The additional factors are being shown as not really beneficial at all to.
I understand that's his. I'm not disagreeing, but that's why this is in court right now. Is because you have one side that says yes to what you just said. There's one side that says no to what you just said.
There's a lot of pressure too, political pressure,
right? No,
because they were
saying there's not any scientific evidence or making intervene.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that's why it's in court is because your side has to prove that.
They weren't saying that he could have died from COVID. They were saying that could have contributed to asphyxiation. Right. So also, I thought it was kind of weird how when they had, I forgot her name, it might have been Lizzie Graham. She's a pathologist. She was saying that on like the actual like toxicology report when it says contributors to whatever the fuck, it said like methamphetamine, fentanyl, whatever, and like the other one like something THC. Or she says that according to pathologists, that what that really means is things that did not contribute. And I just thought that was a little bullshit. I'm like, if it's a box and it says contributed to whatever, like death, and she goes, pathologists, what they really mean is it does not contribute to the death of whatever. So that's what that box was. I just thought that was like, I was like, what the fuck you doing? And then when they brought that 9-year-old girl to like testifying, I thought that was bullshit. I had to click off. Yeah.
Whoever testified, whatever they called them, they're mad funny.
I thought it was funny when they brought the use. Huh? I thought it was funny when they brought the use of force expert. The prosecution team brought forth the use of force expert. They got the ponytail, and he was so bad to their team that the defense team recalled him and wanted him to be a witness for their team. That's how you know you're fucked. Like that was really funny. So
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. To be honest, this case is gonna go violent.
there was a lot of people saying that like I even saw the video excerpt of whenever I think they're called blurs. Whenever he was like saying, oh, I ate too many drugs, and there was a lot of inaudible blah blah blah, and they're like, no, it sounds like he's saying I ate too many drugs, whatever. I thought that was kind of funny. However, I think it was a good point to make that there has never been anybody that's like been strangled in the position that George Floyd was in. They're saying that the mechanisms that go behind somebody actually choking and dying in that position cannot physically happen.
It's impossible.
Right, hold on.
The two front main parts.
No, he went knees. But then again, it gets weird because they're causing reasonable doubt, and then there was an angle where they were saying that for 9 minutes and 29 seconds his knee was on the neck, but then there was an angle that was shown where his knee was on the shoulder blade. However, like I don't know if that was like a camera effect or whatever the fuck. Like I said, but that does cause reasonable doubt. I just don't know how tainted the jury is.
Like I said, I feel bad for the jury. This is a crazy case.
Well, not last week, on Monday, they defense team tried to what's the fucking term, substitute, whatever the fuck, the jury, which means that they want to like give them protective or private fucking rooms so that they don't get interviewed by anybody, no news, no nothing.
Yeah,
so they
that
can't
should
see
have been
what's
done
going on
from the beginning of the trial.
The reason why, right, I agree. The reason why they should have done that was because of the rioting. There's like nobody alive right now who doesn't know who fucking Floyd is. And
So much social pressure on this case, like there's no reason for that not to have already been the case of what's happening.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're doing this shit live on TV.
So the reason why they're doing it is because Judge Cahill allowed for media to do that. He didn't have to, but it says a lot for him doing that. I don't think.
I
It's
think
good.
that it should have been. I think that it should have been shown on TV.
Do you think it still should be shown?
I think that it's important. I think it's important for the public, for how many people are so upset with it, to see every step of the process, so that way we don't just get an ending.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
no, no.
A lot of media that's inside with the
Idiot.
yeah, but people, if they just get an outcome, then they're going to be so concerned and so confused of what actually happened during the case, and they're just going to have a whole bunch of conjecture and like arguments and riots over like what happened during it. So I think it's really important that people. I think that we need to deal with the outcomes of them seeing it actively, because I think that's better than the outcome of them not seeing it.
Dude, I don't think they're gonna listen. Like, I legitimately think
I think
Yeah, I watched it on Washington Post.
So,
It's been pretty interesting.
like, it is a very interesting. This is like the kind of like, now I'm not gonna say the OG